Hi, welcome to Cubs and Culture for March 29th, 2018, opening day. I was intending to do this over game footage tonight. I actually did some live color commentary during the game, but when I checked the files right as I was leaving for work, it turns out I actually wasn't recording. Because I ran out of space on my computer. Huzzah! I'll look into that. So I apologize for that. The other thing is, I'm not entirely sure how much footage I can use in terms of like fair use. So I'll be looking into that. I'm constantly fighting when I do the video, culture ones. So sorry for the roughness of this video. But in any case, Cubs won today. Game one went, didn't go perfectly, but it went as good as you could reasonably expect, given the perniciousness of baseball. So the Cubs won against the Marlins 8-4. We'll start with the mediocre thing. Last year only went on 3 innings and a third, gave up 4 runs, 3 earned. He wasn't exactly sharp. Apparently he was throwing about 90 on his fastball, which is a little bit of a problem for him. His fastball is his put-away pitch, which needs to be 2 miles higher than that. With that being said, the ump zone was not very Lester-friendly, because Lester likes working down in the zone, and for whatever reason, excuse me, the ump just wasn't calling the lower third of the zone. So there's that. On the bullpen side, there was no runs allowed, obviously, by the bullpen. Shizak, I swear I'm saying that name wrong. He was the first one out of the chute. He pitched really well. He technically got the win. He cleaned up the third, and then only gave up a hit. Everyone else, very little traffic. Monty hit someone in the 9th inning, but probably the best news is Justin Wilson came out and worked a 1-2-3. Now, the thing is, it wasn't a high leverage situation. It was not a low leverage situation either. 4 runs in the 8th inning. It's not impossible for teams to come back. But it was the top of the order, etc. So I'm really happy with how the bullpen performed. Hopefully Hendricks goes deep tomorrow. So there's that. Offensively, let me pause for a second. Happ did what everyone was predicting that he would do, which is, this is the first time in 32 years this has happened, but the first pitch, of the season ended up in the stands as a home run. The last time that happened was for the Red Sox and back in '86. Read into that as you will. Schwarber went deep. Rizzo went deep. Bryant got a hit. Contreras got a hit. Hayward got a hit. La Stella had a nice 2-run double. The only sort of offensive person who didn't really contribute today was Baez. He didn't have he had a mediocre day offensively. He struck out once, hit by a pitch, intentional walk. He did make a loud out, and his strikeout, even though he struck out, it was still a professional at bat. He's just a little bit hyper because it's April. So there's that. Defensively, everyone looked really good. There were 2 errors today. One was on Russell. But it was a tough error. Ball got past Bryant on the third base side. He had to make a quick play. Turned an infield hit into a double. So it was like a technical error. It wasn't that egregious. Kyle Schwarber overplayed a ball, so he got by him, which scored, I think, 1 run. And then he had an absolutely disastrous first, goddamn car. Disastrous play in left field. Who was it? Bohr? think it was Bohr, hit a ball. Like he kind of misread it. And at the last second, he dived and utterly missed the ball and like face planted into the fence and kind of went down. He's fine, but it was one of the most ungracious defensive plays ever. Other Cubs fans are going to be so reactionary about it. I predicted that my Facebook feeds would blow up, and they did. There's that. So overall, I think the team performed like a B today. It's really important that we don't have the malaise that we had in the first half last year. So I'm really good that we got off on basically the right foot. I'm not overly concerned about Lester, and in any case, the bullpen performed really well. Lester's position on the Cubs, even though we got the everything started, is he's probably functionally the fourth starter. Maybe a fourth or maybe third. With Darvish and Hendricks competing for 1 and 2, so we'll see how it goes tomorrow. So glad baseball is back. Sorry for the just walking around video. I'll look into the footage in fair use. Anyway, so that will be it for Cubs and Culture. Have a good night. Oh, Dodgers lost and Astros won, so the season has started like last season ended. And the best thing about the Dodgers lost, it was 1-0 against the Giants, and Kershaw took the loss. Anyway, so that will be it. See you tomorrow. Cubs and Culture out.